the last Queen, puts forward the theory that Queen Elizabeth II will be the last Queen of England.
I think what obviously has changed is that it's really corporate decision now. It's corporate taste as opposed to individual taste.
Total unsuitability of Prince Charles to ascend to the throne without driving the monarchy off a cliff.
I mean, a wealthy man decided to do his own thing, and whereas now it's the corporate. It's either a corporation or it's government or it's local government that does it.
I'm afraid I share his concern. Over the past few years, Prince Charles has become increasingly political, and in particular, his involvement with the insidious Great Reset, this highly politicized globalist agenda from the United Nations and the World Economic Forum and God knows who else.
Hey guys, Pedro V here. Quick video about Prince Philip's death, DMX's death too, because they both happened the same day. This is all part of the fall of the monarchy. Now remember, in my DMX video where I included DMX talking about this monarch butterfly story.
Monarch butterfly, beautiful! And I was like chasing about like, oh, I gotta get it. I was happy because I was able to say I caught it, but then it died.
So with this whole vaccine connection, they were also saying that DMX received a vaccine days prior to this heart attack. And although they're saying it's rumors, they're saying that it might have happened. Alright, so the monarch is part of the royal family. And in DMX's story, he goes to say he caught the monarch butterfly, but it died. Now these past few months, if not the whole year leading up to this, it was all pre-programmed for the royals to fall.
And despite 3 years of asking for help and seeing or visualizing how this might end, it was, I don't know, it's been really hard because I'm part of the system with them. I always have been. But I guess there is, and I'm very aware of this, that my brother can't leave that system, but I have.
Does your brother want to leave the system?
I don't know, I can't speak for him. But with that relationship and that control and the fear by the UK tabloids, it's a toxic environment. But I will always be there for him. I will always be there for my family. And as I said, I've tried to help them to see what has happened.
Do they think it's a toxic environment, or do you all just think it's a toxic environment because you're now out of it? If we were to have an interview with them or a conversation with them, does your father think it's a toxic environment or relationship?
No, I think he's had to make peace with it.
And why couldn't you make peace with it? I'll ask that of both of you.
Because this was different.
Now, Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth both got their vaccines on January 9th, 2021.
Very quickly, do the Queen and Prince Philip, are you expect them to get vaccinated, and might they do it on camera?
I'm not sure whether they'll do it on camera, but I'm sure arrangements will be made according to the phased approach that I set out. Like any family, they will have felt the pressures and all the worries that surround this pandemic as well.
Yeah.
The worries that surround this pandemic as well.
Yeah.
The worries that surround this pandemic as well.
Yeah.
Prince Philip became ill on February 15th. He was there for a whole month, came out for 3 weeks.
As you'll see, I'm outside the King Edward VII Hospital, and literally in the last few moments, we have seen the Duke of Edinburgh being driven away from the hospital. That comes after 4 weeks since he was admitted here to the King Edward VII. Hopefully we can show you some of the pictures now. He was in the back seat of a BMW. He was wearing a shirt. It was quite difficult to see him. However, it was unmistakably him. We are waiting for confirmation from the palace that he has left hospital, and of course confirmation of exactly where he's going.
And then he dies. So is Queen Elizabeth next in line, because after her, that is when the monarchy is abolished.
When you reach age 99, your trips to the doctor may come more frequently. That's exactly the case with Prince Philip, who was recently admitted to the hospital after feeling unwell, The Guardian reports. The visit was not COVID-related, a source told the outlet, while the palace shared that the Queen's husband went in merely as a precautionary measure.
Well, once you've had the vaccine, you have a feeling of, you're protected, which is, I think, very important. And as far as I can make out, it was quite harmless. It was very quick. And I've had lots of letters from people who've been very surprised by how easy it was to get the vaccine. And the jab was it didn't hurt at all.
We hope everyone who is offered the vaccine will take it up, because it is all of our best chances to protect both the people who take up the vaccine, their families and their communities.
I think the other thing is that it is obviously difficult for people to, if they've never had a vaccine, because they ought to think about other people rather than themselves.
So this whole thing is about numbers. Prince Philip was 99. He died on the 9th day. I think it was the 99th day of the year as well.
Those are things that you daren't talk about, daren't criticize, put it that way, because they're elevated in the public mind. They've got a sort of status which is simply unassailable, and therefore you must on no account say anything about them. I suppose the obvious sacred cow is, let's say, the National Health Service, because it is there, and you're probably much safer not to say anything about it.
And while this is all happening, they also have the riots from the whole Kill the Bill protest. This all started from a protest about a police bill that would create new restrictions on protests and grant broad new powers to the police. So I just wanted to quickly highlight that. And with that all being said, have faith, remain vigilant, and God bless you all.